Welcome back. In the last 10 years, I have done lots of camping with my family, and we have eaten a lot of different things. So I kind of looked back and made a list of 25 things that we have eaten on some of our trips. We have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and desserts. Some of these things I've only made one time. Some of these things I've made a few times. So hopefully you can get some new ideas of things to eat and not always eating the same thing on your trips. Let's start with breakfast. Number one for our breakfast meal is biscuits and gravy. Everybody loves biscuits and gravy when you're camping. It's nice and warm for those chilly mornings. And we started by making it on a cast iron skillet. Biscuits and gravy is easy. It doesn't take a lot of prep. We just used canned biscuits and gravy that you add water or milk to. Number two on our list is bagels and breakfast sandwiches. These are quick and easy option, and they're fully customizable. We like to put the bagels on the toaster, and then we can add eggs, cheese, bacon, anything you want. And so they are a nice, easy breakfast meal when you're camping with your family. And number three on our list of breakfast items is you're gonna have to have bacon, of course. So we've been making bacon on the cast iron. We have a flat top or a cast iron skillet. They both work really well. And you could just put it on the fire. You don't even need a lot of heat, and you can use the grease for further baking. But we've started dicing up potatoes, adding those to the bacon, and just gives us some bacon and potatoes in the morning. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And number four on our list is pancakes. We've started doing pancakes when we have electricity because we can just bring the flat top, plug it in, makes it easy, and then we can make pancakes. Has a very minimal cleanup, very minimal work, very easy way to start the day. And then our newest thing that we've added this year is number five, and that is cinnamon rolls. We've been making these in the camp oven, and it's been a lot of fun to try and learn and how to make them, and we've gotten really good at them. We're just using frozen cinnamon rolls. We put them in the camp oven on the propane stove. It only takes about 5 to 10 minutes at the most. It cooks a lot faster than it says when you're on the propane stove, and then you have perfect cinnamon rolls in the morning. So those are our 5 breakfast items, and now let's move over to lunch. And for lunch, you can start to have a little bit of fun. This is when we like to try new things. So number one on our list is corn dogs. These are a lot of fun to make over the fire. You could just put them on the grate. All you have to do is turn them and try not to burn one side. For some reason, we always ending up burning one side, but that happens. But they're very good, very easy. And number two on our list is grilled cheese. And this is when you get to use cast iron pie makers. You just put some butter in, some bread in, and you can put the cheese, and you have grilled cheese. It's a classic comfort food. Everybody likes grilled cheese. And number three, we have macaroni and cheese and boxed meals. I kind of just put them together. We have found that the deluxe macaroni and cheese works really well because it has basically the processed cheese in it, and you just squeeze it in to the cheese after you boil and soften the noodles. So those work really well. You don't have to bring anything. All you need is water. We have also just done the boxed mac and cheese, and then you need to bring milk and butter, like Hamburger Helper. You just bring some meat, and then you have everything you need in that one container. So that makes it really easy. Speaking of meat, number four on our lunch menu is hamburgers, a classic camping meal. It's always a crowd pleaser. Can't go wrong with hamburgers. You can put cheese, whatever you want on it. Easy to make at lunch, doesn't take up a lot of room in the cooler. Number five on our list is something we just tried a couple weeks ago. This is something new. We found this at Walmart and thought, let's try it. There's some Red Lobster rolls, just a delicious and kind of random lunch option that we tried. We did this in the camp oven because we got a camp oven this summer. We've been trying new things. So these Red Lobster rolls actually ended up cooking really well in the oven. So those are our 5 options for lunch that we've been doing. And next, let's go to dinner. And for dinner, we start to get into a little bit bigger meals. So let's start with some grilled corn and steaks. Classic camping meal, easy to make on the fire or on the grill. We just take some corn, we grill it up, and we've done different kinds of steaks because you can make a cast iron really hot with the fire. It works really well. Number 2 on our dinner list is cast iron pizza. And this is a lot of fun. We've been trying this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We have made pizza dough, put it on the cast iron, put it on the fire, and then just cook pizza over the fire. We've also tried a frozen pizza, and that worked pretty well. We just tried that because we had time and we thought we would. Number 3 on our dinner list is mashed potatoes, classic side dish that is easy to make. We usually just use potatoes from our garden, bring them with, cut them up, use this really cool masher that we have, Number 4 on our list is homemade baked beans, and this is something we did in the cast iron, and it took all day. We actually used Alton Brown's recipe, so it's a delicious and hearty side dish for any meal when you're camping, and these are just amazing. I've never had baked beans that are this good. You can always just use canned baked beans, but sometimes when you're sitting around at a campground and you have lots of time, that's when you can make some of these meals. And number 5 on our list is a sausage meal. It's a quick, easy meal that's perfect for any end of day. Bacon, sausage, and pasta basically into a big pot. And then you cook it over the fire and you put some cream in there, and it's really, really good. Those are some of the dinner ideas that we have. And now let's look at some of the best part about camping is some of the snacks. This is when you really can get creative. All right, here we are for snacks. Number 1 is nachos. This is something we have started making this year. And we just basically take the cast iron, put it over the fire, and add some restaurant-style chips, some shredded cheese, and some queso cheese that we get from the taco section at the store. Put it all in there. You're basically just heating it up, so you don't have to cook anything, so you don't have to worry about if it's not too hot. You just put it on, heat it up, and it has ended up being really, really good. Number 2 on our list is popcorn. This is just something that's fun to try. We've done this a few times. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but popcorn is fun. Number 3 is cookies. We made cookies in our camp oven this year, and we tried that just a few weeks ago, and it actually worked really well. We used a Nestle cookie dough that we just bought pre-made from the store because it would be simple to take it with us. And number 4, which has been our favorite thing to cook this year in our new camp oven, is brownies. We have probably made this on every trip this summer, and that's been a lot of trips. So this is a rich chocolate dessert, perfect for camping, works out really well. And then another snack that we kind of just like to do, especially in the evenings, is the old-fashioned little Smokies and barbecue sauce. Put the little Smokies and barbecue sauce, just kind of put them on the corner of the fire and let them heat up for a while, and then you can just pick at them while you're sitting around the fire and hanging out. And now we'll go to our favorite part of the day, and that's dessert. And last but not least is our desserts. And for number 1, we have cherry cobbler. This is a classic dessert. We've been making it for a few years now, so we've got it down pretty quick. We mix the dry ingredients and wet ingredients separately at home, and then we get to the campground, we mix them together, add some frozen cherries, put it on the fire in the cast iron, and it basically makes a perfect little cobbler. Very good, very easy. The second one is a Reese's dip. We made this when our kids were really little, and this was basically the cast iron pan, and we filled the bottom of it with graham crackers, and then you put a whole bunch of Reese's cups in there and some marshmallows on top, and then you would melt it, and then you would take other graham crackers and you could dip into it, and it was basically a gooey chocolate mess that was a lot of fun. And number 3 is s'mores, always a classic campfire treat. We have found that using different types of chocolate makes it a lot of fun. You use Hershey's chocolate, you use milk chocolate, you use Reese's, and you could just try a lot of different varieties of s'mores. And of course, at night you have to have hot chocolate. In the morning, always a warm, comforting drink. Everybody loves hot chocolate. I always put extra chocolate because I like it really chocolatey. And our final dessert is banana pudding. We made this one time, and it took a little bit of work, but it was a lot of fun, and it actually worked the time that we tried it. So thank you everybody for watching. These are a few of my favorite camping foods that we have tried over the years. I'm always looking for new ideas, so let me know if there's anything you like, something I could try. We go camping a lot, so you start to get tired of eating the same thing every time. So if you have any tricks, anything, let me know. So I hope you found something useful, and thank you for watching, and have a great time on your next trip.